Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Are you ready for another awesome videos? So 2 days ago, I have launched 2021's full new release, 8 brand new background stamp. They are available online now, and I'm offering the free shipping until this Monday. So the free shipping is almost like 20% off. So also at the same time, the whole store is 15% off for all the regular prices. Does not include the 2021's full new release because I already offered the free shipment. So, and for my YouTube viewers, you always get this 5% extra discount code. The coupon code is LK283F. And you can use this code for the new design too. So make sure you check it out. Okay, so that's start today's video. If you haven't got a chance to take a look the last video, the video number 282, make sure you check out. A lot of awesome stamping technique. That's started. Okay, so today I'm going to use this tree to the sky background stamp. This stamp size is approximately around 4.15 inches by 5.30 inches. It's perfect for the A2 size card, but I have a lot of you guys always ask me, Lisa, why don't you make your background stamp a little bit bigger and then you want to make a bigger card? And I already explained why I didn't make a bigger background stamp, because the cost is just going to be so higher than the A2 size background stamp. But in my video, I always explain to you how can you use the small stamp to make a bigger card. So today's video is actually, I am going to see, this is an A2 size background stamp, but I'm going to share with you how you can make up to the 6x6 or bigger card. So just something I think you might like to know, and that you can use this technique with your other stamps. I think you're going to love it. Okay, and also in my video, I have been explaining a lot of company on the market. They when they design their package, they use the Photoshop, the designing program, and then color the stamp image, make them so attractive that make you cannot refuse. But be honest with you, sometimes when you see those images, they are so pretty. Probably that's one of the reasons you buy that stamp. But when you go home, you realize how come your stamp image is not end out exactly like the package, right? Because a lot of company, they are using the Photoshop, they are not using the rubber stamp and your stamping tool to create that image. So today's video, I am going to share with you how we're going to step by step to create exactly the finish like this printing on your package. So for Local Kings, the product, I can guarantee you anything you see on the package is absolutely doable. When you have the stamp, you are able to create exactly the same image that on the package. So, and also something unique stamping tip that I would like to share with you. So hope you like it. And if you do like this video, give me a thumb up, leave me a comment, let me know. I love to hear from you guys. So that's start today's video. Okay, so that's starting with this magic mushroom. This magic mushroom is Local King's new product. Well, it's not new, it's actually 2 years old. And unfortunately, when we just start to launch this new product and the pandemic hit, we didn't really get a chance to go to the show floor to introduce this wonderful product. So if you have a set of this magic mushroom, I wish you can help me to leave a feedback under our store, that other people know how wonderful those blending tool it is. And then if you don't have the budget for that, or you don't have this magic mushroom, you can use your any kind of blending tool, and then you can use the brushes, and then try to use the tip, the technique that I'm showing you in my videos, and then you can make it happen. Okay, so for some of you guys already own this a set of this magic mushroom, and remember those magic mushroom, they need to be moisture. If they are not moisture, they don't blending well. And then for the card that I create like this, I am using just this blue and the purple magic mushroom and plus the black. And those magic mushroom in my video, I'm going to explain to you how we can clean them. You can start from the light to the dark. after you use a darker color, how you can clean your magic mushroom and then you can reuse that. And I did have a video is a magic mushroom 101. If you are thinking about to purchase a set of these magic mushroom, make sure you watch that video, because in that video I have explained a lot of detail how to use those magic mushroom. And then in my previous video, I was mentioning do not wash these magic mushroom because they will absorb a lot of water and they take a while to come back to original shape. Actually, I changed my mind. I want you guys, if you buy the new set of magic mushroom, I actually want you to wash them, and then so that the sponge to absorb the water, and then they will just blending much better when they are completely dry. For the past few weeks, I didn't really use my magic mushroom, and my magic mushroom is come back to original conditional when like a new. They are kind of become so hard, and then they don't really blending well anymore. So I washed all of them, and just in one day, my black magic mushroom is already come back to the original shape. So you want to, when you touch it, you want to feel that moisture, and then after you wash them, they're supposed to grow up like a two times bigger. I'm going to compare with you. You can see what's the difference of these two magic mushroom. This is just a new from the box, and this is the one I kind of washed them yesterday. Don't worry about it, but you don't have to wash them every single time after you use it. Just once while we want that moisture, we want it when you touch it, they are kind of wet. So I just used it yesterday, and I guess before that, because I haven't used them for a while, they are really dry. And today, when I want to create my car, and I find out some of them actually dry again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just moisture them. Don't be afraid to give them a lot of water. They are kind of need a lot of juice. Okay. So for the impact, I am going to use the Memento. You can use any kind of dye-based impact. It will work just fine. I prefer dye-based impact because I found out they are blending better. If you want to use the pigment, you got to be a little bit careful after you use your pigment impact. You got to clean your magic mushroom well. Treat your magic mushroom like your expensive paint brushes. Those pigment, if they stick on your magic mushroom and they dry out, they will start to crack. They will start to become hardened. So, and that way you will lose that softness, and then they will not blending smoothly anymore. So I do use some of those Versify Clear. I like them, but I know a lot of you guys don't have it, so I'm going to just stick with or dye-based impact, and then I am going to use the Versify for my black image. So you can stamping on the glossy paper, or you can stamping on the regular cardstock. This stamp is not a shadow stamp, so they are detail stamp. You won't have a problem to stamping on the glossy cardstock. Actually, I have one to share with you. Is a glossy cardstock. When you're stamping on the glossy cardstock, the color is so bright. Okay, so this is the glossy cardstock, and I use a different kind of technique. And then the color is very bright and shiny because the paper I use a Quanco. If you want to make sure which paper is good for what, make sure you watch this paper review below. I did a video to explain to you all kind of different kind of the paper that you can find on the market. So because this is not the detail, it's not a shadow stamp, so you don't have to worry about stamping on the glossy paper. The video I created yesterday, because this moon background stamp is a shadow stamp, so you need like a dust-free area to stamping this shadow stamp. Is a kind of hard to get like a perfect image on the glossy paper with a shadow stamp. So do anything you like, and but today we are going to do the regular cardstock again. And this regular cardstock is the cardstock I recently found at Michael's 110 pounds recollection. 100 sheets, 15.99, and it's 110 pounds. Great quality for blending. If you want to do the blending, you got to use a good quality cardstock. Otherwise, they will not hold the ink. So this 110 pound is a perfect background stamp. Okay, so in my video, I like to explain the detail to you guys. If you find that sometimes it's too much information, just fast forward it. Okay, just don't want to missing the details. Some people they are take a little bit time to digest what I'm saying, and especially my English is sometimes hard to understand. So, okay, material and material. That's pretty much about the impact magic mushroom and the VersaFine. And I add these quiet time. So this is the Airstream. Is my favorite RV. I wish I have one, but I don't have. I like everything circle, round, like a table. I like a round table. I don't like a square table. I like the round stuff a little bit juicy, don't you? Yeah. So and then you can put everything. I was going to do put a deer. There I have a peaceful neighborhood. There's a deer. Or you can, if you want to do some Halloween, you can do like a heritage house there. I think like a hunting house. I think that will be good too. And then I have this tree from Tinting Buddy, and just tree die cut. Some grass is the border punch, and you can use anything you have. I'm sure you have a lot of die cut. Okay, so that's start our coloring, and I'm going to show you how did I extend my image from the A2 to the 6x6. Okay, so I have a stamp positioner here, and you don't really have to use it, but it's good to have it just in case boo-boo happen. That way you can always go back to stamp, right? So, and then I don't really use those magnet. I usually use the tape. Okay, when I create this card, after I create that, I I am learning during the process too. And then by this video I share all the problem, the oops with you guys, so that you can save some time, don't go through the same mistake that I did. So when I stamp this one, I stamp this image right in the middle, and then when I want to place the deer or the house, the image is kind of black, my perfect, like a beautiful sky, this white part. So I told myself, okay, when I make the next card, I want to stamp my image a little bit up, so that way I will have enough place for my camper. So you can put the camping chair, the lawn chair, anything, like I say, this video, I'm just sharing all the ideas with you guys. You guys are the artists, and then you can create anything you like. So this time I don't want to put my image in the middle. I actually put a little bit upper, and then when you prepare your foundation card, you can make a little bit bigger, because this rubber stamp is not a clear stamp. You cannot really see where is the border line, and maybe a little bit crooked, so that still give you some little slack. You can trimming the square. Okay, so that's I'm going to use just the VersaFine for my stamp, the black image, and then I just re-ink my stamp. So one more thing before you start, before you open if this is the first time you're using your background stamp, the rubber stamp, make sure you use eraser, kind of erase the surface. Give it a try. This technique, this tip is going to help your stamp image ink much better. You don't believe me? Give it a try. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and then my anniversary gift. So just rub, and then it does help you ink much better. Okay, that's really good already, right? But just in case, we're going to do one more time. So go to tap. I don't really rub because this is not like a die base. Okay, so tap. Okay, and remember, for our Alberta Canadian customer, we are coming to the Edmonton in September 24 and 25. If you cannot make it to the show, but Ask your friend who is living in Edmonton, come to the show, shop for you, because that's the only Canadian show that we have, and that's the only time we are offering our Canadian customer the Canadian price. So it's a great deal for Canadian customers. So hoping see you later. And if you cannot make it, send your shopping list to your friend in Canada so they can make a purchase for you. Is a great saving. Um, what happens if you don't have a friend in Edmonton? You still have 1 month. Go online, make some new friends. They can do the shopping for you. Okay, so that's my background, and I think it's pretty good. Okay, and then you got to make sure this stamp image is dry before we apply any color. Okay, so that's just put it away, and I am going to dry this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just heat out this one with my heat gun, and then we are going to do the blending, and then my last card project was this one, so I was using my blue and my purple and my black, owning these three magic mushroom here. Okay, and then you can see that my blue is actually a lot of darker blue, right? So I want to create this light color. How I'm going to do it, so that's the best part is that you can see my sponge is really dirty. So what you're gonna do is you are going to use a wet cloth, kind of try to absorb, like change the spot, try to clean the surface of this magic mushroom. And also because your cloth is wet, it kind of give a little bit moisture too. Okay, here's something very important. After you clean, you probably have to do few times. After you clean that one, you're going to use a dry cloth to kind of absorb all the water from your magic mushroom. Okay, and then let's try. There you go, from here to here. So it maybe looks a little bit dirty compared with the new set, but you know what? They are the tools meant to be used. If your tool is like a brand new from the boxes, that means you didn't use your tool, so that's no good. So I only need like a light blue. So the purple I don't really care, and the black I don't really care. I don't have to clean. But see what's the magic of this sponge that was from this one to this one. Okay, if you want to get a little bit more about how to use this magic mushroom, make sure you click the link below. There is a video to show you how to use the magic mushroom, like a magic mushroom 101. And the ones when you try this magic mushroom, you are going to love it. Okay, so some of you guys asked me, said, Lisa, I'm not sure. I don't want to invest the $39.99 for a magic mushroom. Can you send me one? Can we just buy one? I would love to send you just one to try out, but the problem is the shipping. The shipping for one of these is probably like $10. So what's the point then, right? Okay, so you know what? How about this is what I'm going to do, because I actually how about anybody who ordered the whole set of 2021's new design, I am going to include one magic mushroom to let you try it for free. Okay, so I haven't processed all the order yet. So if you already ordered the whole set of a magic mushroom, I will include the one, because I have to do the shipping, and this time the shipping, because the A stamps, I probably have to send a small pack, so I am able to include one magic mushroom. Yeah, it's going to be a problem for me, but that's okay. Okay, so if you're watching this video, if you already ordered all the A stamps, A new background stamp, I will include one magic mushroom, and I hope you like it to help you to make decision if you want to spend that kind of money to purchase the magic mushroom or not. But I cannot guarantee which color, because I'm going to just open few boxes and then just draw one magic mushroom inside your order. So this offer is for the people who purchase all A background stamp, and for my YouTube viewers only. And then I want you to write down on the notes Lisa, I would like to have a one free magic mushroom to give a try. If you already ordered, send me an email. Let me know. Say, hey, Lisa, this is my order number. I am not going to draw, you know, one for everybody. This is for my YouTube viewers. So if you already ordered a brand new background stamp, leave me a comment. Not leave me a comment. Send me an email. Say, hey, Lisa, my order number is there. I'm your YouTube viewer. I would like to have a one free magic mushroom. So the reason I do this because I'm doing the shipping, I can draw this one in. But if you only order like a few background stamp, once when I add this magic mushroom in, the shipping is going to jump to like a double, and I really cannot afford that. So I hope you understand. Okay, so that's started. I have a few different colors. I have a one purple and three blue. Light, medium, dark, and then a black. But the black, instead of using Memento, I'm going to use the VersaFine. That's the VersaFine I used it for my basic color. It's just going to show better. And you can just use a distract ink or any ink dye base. Here is the color instead of announce every single one. So here is all the color that I am using for this card. You always start with a lighter color first. That's your foundation color. And then here is something very important. So you kind of just brush your impact. You don't really tap. You brush your impact. That's how you pick up the color. And then see, my mushroom was dirty color like that. And after I clean it, I come back to the this beautiful blue. Okay, so you brush, you're drawing a circle. That's how you pick up your stamp. If you are not sure what are you going to do, try to practice a little bit on your scrap paper. Get a feeling a little bit. And then I always, here's one more thing. That sample card, I have a moon. So I actually want to add the moon. So you just use a post-it note to puncture a little circle here. So that's going to be our masking. You can have a bigger moon. Oh, it's a kind of not a really circle. Let's do one more time. Okay, why it doesn't really go? Okay, I'm going to just trimming this circle. I think my punch is not really. You know what? I'm going to change into the croissant moon. Let's do. Oh, I have other way. I'm going to punch two sheets because the paper is kind of too thin, so they kind of tear off that. There you go. See? Always try to find the solution. I was using the one sheet, and because the paper is too thin, so they kind of tear the edge off. So now I use two sheets, and then I'm going to have a problem I'm going to just use okay, and then you're going to put the moon. So I'm going to put the moon around this branch because this branch doesn't have a leaf, so that my moon will pop out. And if you put the moon on these black trees, it's just block all the moon. What's the point? Okay, so make sure my moon is nicely sticky on my paper. Okay, if you never tried this technique before, make sure you watch the video Magic Mushroom 101 because it's very important. Okay, you can see the sample card. In the middle is white, right? That actually is the color of the paper. I don't have any ink on top. So we're going to start working from outside in. Okay, you are going to start blending the color from outside of your paper. So we're going to do this. Okay, so we are actually drawing a little circle from outside in, okay? So you can rotate I always get the fingerprint. So drawing a little circle. So we are going to try to hide those strokes as smooth as we can. And then we don't want to get too dark. So just be gentle, and then you can do this with a brush, with a sponge. It's a little bit hard to do with the brushes because we all have a blending brushes. Is just hard to get the solid coverage with the brushes. So, but it's going to be so easy to use the sponges tip because you can really control. You do hard, it's become darker color. You release a little bit pressure, it's going to be lighter color. Okay, and then every artwork it needs time to build out. Don't expecting the first layer you can get a perfect coverage. We are going to slowly build out. If you're not sure about the how to blend, try on the regular cardstock. And then the best way, the best tip is drawing a little circle. Okay, drawing a little circle. So from the outside, in the outside you are going to put more pressure on your sponge, and then when you go inside just release a little bit pressure, so that way you can keep this beautiful white color. And then here's what you're going to do. You are going to use your finger like holding a cigarette to holding your sponge, otherwise your sponge head is going to wiggly like this. We don't want that happen because you are planning to keep this magic mushroom for a while, right? You don't want the kill your magic mushroom and then you have to buy the new one. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, let's do little circle. Feel it, you feel it. When you push hard it becomes darker. When you release the pressure, the center, that's how I get this beautiful white bright sky. You want darker, you just go back to make add a little bit more darker. So that's good enough for my foundation. For this card, if I want to do the Photoshop, it cost me 5 seconds. Oh, that's a little bit exaggerated. It cost me 10 seconds to create effect like that. But like I say, when I want to sell my product, I think of all my customer. It has to be doable. If I cheat you one time, you will never buy our product anymore, right? But I want you become addicted to our product. You will always come back to shopping because our product is good. Okay, so now I use the second medium blue, and then we are going to start just go over it. And then remember the darker color we use the last and last. So always start from outside, go in. You can turn in your card, drawing a little circle. Okay, the darker color we use the last and last. Okay, gently circle. We don't want it too much because we don't want to lose that beautiful white in the middle of the card. Okay, and then try to do from the four corners. Okay, rubbing, drawing a little circle, blending. This magic mushroom is perfect for blending, perfect for stencil. Okay, and they are absolutely amazing. And I wish we can go to the show floor and set up the demo table, and you guys can give a try. Okay, so that's pretty nice already. And then remember the darker color we use the last and last. And then now I'm going to use the third blue, the darker blue, and then I am still using my same magic mushroom. Rubbing, not tapping. Rubbing, that's how you pick up your ink. Okay, and then we're going to start from the corner, drawing a little circle, and then rotate, change your spot for the magic mushroom. And like I say, the darker color we use the last and last. Okay, and then we can always go back to add more, so don't worry. Okay, so that's my black, and then look at that beautiful bright color in the middle. Okay, and then we are going to add a little bit purple. Okay, rubbing, not tapping. Rubbing is the best way to pick up the ink. And then have a scrap paper. Try to prevent you get any finger print on your beautiful card. So I'm going to just add a little bit purple here. That looks amazing already, right? And then, like I say, don't add too much because we don't want to lose this beautiful bright color in the middle. And then remember, when you apply the color, you start from your corner slowly, like a tornado. Oh no, tornado doesn't move slowly, tornado move very fast. Slowly drawing a circle. Never ever ever start from your middle. Try to drawing circle out, outside in. If you start from the middle, that's a perfect way to ruining it. If you don't believe me, give a try. Okay, I show you. So if you do that, it's going to look like that. We don't want that. We want a very very light color in the middle. And then you know what? I like to maybe later on I'm going to try a project with like a sunset color. I think that will be awesome too, right? Okay, so that's all the blue I want, but how come my sample card is all black, right? Now we are going to use our memento, not memento, the VersaFine, and then, but we might still need those one, don't put them away. So I'm going to use the VersaFine because my black image was stamped with the VersaFine. So when I use the VersaFine, I can kind of blending those outline to make those outline disappear. Okay, so here is my black sponge, and then I don't even bother to clean it. And then this VersaFine is the more thicker ink than the memento, so you kind of just gently tap it because they are very heavy. Okay, so same thing, start from your corner. Okay, drawing a little, like give it a little bit color too, and then remember they need to slowly build out. Don't try to just do one layer and expecting to cover everywhere. It's going to look ugly. And then so you need to build it out. So that's a start every corner first, gently, slowly. Okay, same thing from outside in. And I don't want to cover my beautiful bright color, so just as limited as I can, as long as I can hide that border of this stamp image, that's good enough. And then you need to build it out. Don't expecting one layer will cover everywhere. And then see, I keep rotating my card, so that make it easier. And sometimes for the black you can tap a little bit. Okay, so but the blending is the best way to do that. So how do you think so far? I think pretty good, right? And then for the button, and we can continue even though I am putting the grasses there, but we can just add more black. So here we can just tap, is faster. So tap is actually faster to cover the color of the paper, but you just have to be careful because we don't want to ruin those beautiful bright color. Okay, and then now I am going back to use a little bit more purple to build out. Make this image more not boring, like the last video. Black doesn't mean like a pitch black. We want all black, more richer, have a little bit reflection of purple, a little bit reflection of blue. So I am using my purple color, try to fill out the gap. Some part, if is still, you can see the border, we will come back to add a little bit more, just adding up. Okay, I think that's really pretty already. What do you think? If that borders bother you, you can use more VersaFine to darken here, but I think I am good with that. Okay, so I am going to just dry it with a heat gun because I'm using the VersaFine, and the VersaFine is actually take a time to dry. I will be right back. Okay, so now we are going to add my ear string here. So this is just the mirror paper, And then I use a Versamark to stamp it, and then with silver embossing to make this aluminum finish. So I think that's just awesome. I'm going to just use the foam tape to tape it, to glue it, and then just like here, okay. And then this ear string, the door is actually open. Is that cute? Okay, so I'm going to just leave it for a second because my background is still a little bit wet. And then that's a remove or masking. So I'm going to just use this tape. Oh, now they separate. Hey, I have a yellow moon. No, actually it's two sheets. Ta-da! That's my yellow moon. You can save the circle for later. Okay, here's my RV. And then I have this border punch, and then I already punch one. Okay, so it's going to put my in front of my RV here, and I'm going to show you just shortly. We are going to, let me just trimming a little bit this one here. Okay, that's good. And then you can see I actually have two trees there, right? So I cut this die cut this tree. This is a tinting body. I think that's the only pine tree I have here. And then I'm going to just use the magic mushroom, kind of give a little bit color, and I'm going to show you a gray tip. Okay, so this is a die cut. Oh, unless you have a more tree die cut. So first, I just give a little bit color, right? And then I want to separate these two trees. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to use this die cut, okay, like this. Just borrow the side using as a template to make it there a little bit darker. Oh, you can, I'm going to show you pretty soon. Just give it a second. You can use a dark green. You can even use a darker purple. Give a little bit shading. See? That way my tree is to have a layer. So I think that looks good. And then for my grass, and same thing, kind of just give a little bit color here. Not too much. Like this. Just make it a little bit darker. Okay. Don't really have a darker green card, so I do have it, but they are 110 pounds, so they are too thick. So that's going to be my grass. Or what you can do is, what else? We can use this border punch as a template too. So just try to learn the technique that I'm sharing with you in my video. Try to use the stuff you have, and then I think that will be fun too. See, this die cut is awesome. It discontinued everything good. They discontinued. Let me just okay. So now what I'm gonna do is we can use actually let's do this. I'm gonna use this one of the guiding one of the die cut as my template, and then now this time I'm just tapping it. So isn't this magic mushroom awesome? Because see how fast you can create your grass layering. And then now we're going to just use the purple, just give a little bit shading. Okay, I have all kind of blending tool, you name it, I have it. But honestly, this magic mushroom is awesome tool. I wish I can offer you the free shipping for this magic mushroom, but it's just too expensive for shipping. If I offer free shipping, we end up having no profit because all the money go to the shipping company. Okay, so that's going to be my grass, and then that's going to be my RV here, and that's going to be my tree here, and then this one I stamped this piece here. So I think I'm going to change the spot. Okay, I'm going to finish it up. We'll be right back. Ta-da! I finished. What do you think? Okay, so what do you think? See, this image I kind of stamping in the middle of the car, and this image I stamping a little bit on the top. But I think they all looks good. I don't find like a big difference. So the original one in the middle, I think that will work just fine. So every color you create, they are going to look slightly different, and I think I'm going to try to create a sunset different color for this one. But that was the view that I got it when we went to camping, and that's exactly I had in my mind when I stamped these stamps. So what do you think? I hope you like it. So this is the second video that I create for or brand new background stamp. So if you haven't got a chance to take a this moon, so this one is Tree to the Sky. This is the moon, and I have the other 6 video coming soon. Try to figure out how can I create awesome video to share with all my wonderful customers and my viewers. Okay, so that's everything for today. And if you have any question, feel free to send me an email and leave me a comment. Let me know. And one of you guys want to see the Rice Lake video, I am still working on that. And looking forward, actually, where was that car on the glossy one? Okay, oh, disappeared. That was the one glossy car I was stamping on the glossy cardstock. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? So you can make it like a small size. They will work just fine. Okay, so I still have Forest. Love of the Life. So far, this is the #1 sale, and I can totally tell because that's my favorite stamp. And then this is a sky, and I think we can combine this sky and this tree together. Don't you think? We can stamp the tree and put the sky behind. I think that will work well. And the living forest and this kind of water lily. Their leaf is huge and floating on the surface. I think if I change the color of this the living forest, it might change the looking too. A touch of the magic and this and the waterfall. So I still have 6 more video to go, and well, I'm going to working on that. Okay, so that's everything for today, and thank you so much for watching. And remember, the 5% extra coupon code is LK283F. It's going to be in until the end of this Sunday. You know, the shipping fee is always a big deal. I know that's why I'm offered free shipping for this shipment. Regular price is $350, so free shipping at this moment you get more than 20% off plus that 5% of the coupon code. So it's a really good deal. After Sunday, the free shipping offer is going to be end. So each stamp says $3.50. And then so if you are interested to purchase this stamp, this new design, I think take advantage for this summer promotion. Okay, so that's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you guys. See you next time. Bye.